September actually begins. Do you freaking believe it? No. Well, me neither, but I'm here. Hey Aries, how you guys doing? Love my Aries. Really, really happy to be able to do this reading for you guys today before we actually hit September, so you can get a little jump on the energies that are going on. A vibe I get for you, Aries, is just light and dark. Don't get too hot. I mean, you're a fire sign. I know that if pushed, or if it that probably doesn't even take a lot of pushing for Aries. But if anybody plays with you too much, plays with your intelligence, your mind, even those emotions that you don't feed into that much, you may get a little hot-headed, and just hot overall, hot-tempered, hot-headed. So it's just like light and dark issues, light and dark, maybe like a black and white theme, and just not getting too hot. So maybe you want to try to see the gray between the light and dark to see if that can help you this month, Aries. So I don't know what the hell that means. I'm just telling you. And if it means something to you, great. So anyway, I'm doubling back, and I'm going to do Aries and Taurus before I move on to Leo, Virgo, and so on, because as you guys know, my readings are not timely. I never said I was timely here or in real life. So, yeah, Aries, I was shuffling. I just saw a card flip over, and it's definitely what I was thinking about. But let's see what we get in the reading. So anyway, I'm doubling back to do Aries and Taurus. So, I'm kind of starting with this order because I left off on Gemini, so I'm not doing it in any specific zodiac or astrology order. I'm just doing it in whatever order that's consecutive that I started with until I change it. So I started with Gemini and Cancer last month, and it took a while to get around to Taurus and Aries. And I don't want you guys to have to wait until like mid-September or second week of September to get your reading, since you waited till about that time last month, this month in August. So, and then some of the other signs I did before Aries and Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Sag, you guys got it a little bit more timely. So I'm not going to go all the way backwards because I think I'll get to you in time enough. Hopefully I'll get to you definitely before this first week of September is up. Well, not first full week, because the first, I believe, is Thursday. So I'll get to you guys pretty timely. And then Leo, Virgo, and Libra, you guys, you should be up before the first. So just check that, guys. And that's just a little reasoning why, if you're looking at the videos and you're wondering why you didn't see Leo next, I'm going back to Aries. If there are any rising sign or moon signs, Taurus, I'm doing you guys next. So what up to all the Aries? Hope you had a wonderful summer. Hope you're making some good business moves, being the boss that you are. Always have a lot of admiration for Aries. My dad, who was just the best person in the world. Best person in the world, at least to me, which is all that counts. He was an Aries, Pisces cusp. You might just want to call him an Aries and a Pisces. I feel like he was Aries as far as everything on the outside, but damn, he was emotional. He had that Pisces to him too. So he was not an Aries that did not show emotion. His birthday is one day before Pisces. So just goes to show you I have some person. I don't just talk out of my ass. Everything I say is from a personal experience, or it's from a really deep feeling and understanding of things. And Aries, not just saying that, have very deep relationship with Aries. Through the man that raised me. And I am a daddy's girl, if you ask. So anyway, 4 minutes in, that's my little introduction. For a personal reading, email me, say, hey, can I get a personal reading at prpple@gmail.com. You can check out the website, but really can't do much because I'm going to go with a new website host. So I'll be working on that, guys. So pretty soon you'll be able to go to the website and check out some really, really cool stuff, along with the thing I'm really looking forward to putting up. First, the thing I'm kind of anxious to get to is just doing daily readings, just to give you guys some energy. That's always good, because more times than not I pull one tarot card and one oracle heart card for the day, for everybody, everything. And for me, I don't, because I don't come on and record those. I just don't have the time, sorry. So anyway, this is just a little lengthy, guys, because I'm shuffling. but I'm going to go ahead and lay them. These cards just shuffle pretty good. And I'm going to lay the cards. We're going to do the same format we did last month. I'm just cutting the cards. We're going to do the same format that we did last month. A card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy going into August, and then 3 cards for the subsequent weeks, and then we'll lay an oracle card just to get the vibe. So Aries, here we go. Your first card is the Knight of Swords. Your next card is the Wheel of Fortune. Next card is Ace of Swords. And the last card is Strength. Hot damn, Aries. I could get up and like do a jig off of this reading. Do we need to talk? You guys, you don't need any guidance. You don't need any advice. Can we just call it quits? I mean, come on. You heard the cards. What do you need me to say? Haven't you guys been watching long enough? You starting to pick it up? I mean, you can interpret some of these messages. I'm so happy, Aries, just to see the spread. But let's just talk about some of the energies, some of the ways the energies could play out. So let me just see. You got the Knight. You got Page, 10, 11, 12. You got the World, which is a 10. You got the Ace, which is the 1, and you got the Strength, which is the 8. So I'm just looking at the cards, Aries. I feel like you definitely are triumphing a cycle. You have passed through some of the trials and the lessons and some of the tests, because you have been tested, Aries. And it's not to say you've been perfect. It's not to say that you didn't make any mistakes. But I feel like everything that you've done up until this point has led you to this crossroads that you are at. And the crossroads is really going to put all the options, the choices, and the things that you wanted in your life, physically and emotionally, into your grasp, into your reach. Is going to uncover the veil and make those things available to you and possibilities to you as they always were. But you really see that now, and you're starting to see that manifest in a tangible form, as you see with the Wheel of Fortune card. And with the Ace of Swords coming right after that Wheel of Fortune, that is absolutely a powerful new beginning. So Aries, you have 2 Swords cards and 2 major arcanas. So this really, you have no numbered cards. And I'm not, the Ace of the Swords is an ace card. There's some of the most powerful cards in the deck. To me, an ace is always powerful. I mean, when you're playing cards, what's the only card that beats the aces, guys? It's the jokers, right? So you can consider maybe some of the major arcanas like the Joker, certain ones, but these aces are powerful. And I feel like you've had a lot of mental thoughts. I personally know Aries who I mean, like I talked about, Aries they work. They get things done. They have all the energy in the world. I personally knew an Aries, and he would just say how, when he grew up, his mom worked all of these jobs, and because even now he has like so many different things going on, 3, 4, 5 jobs, 3, 4, 5 businesses, kids, a home to take care of, and things like that. So I feel like a lot of quick ideas, a lot of really good ideas, because Aries, you guys you start the zodiac, the child of the zodiac. So you fire off a lot, and you're a cardinal sign. Very good leader. And that is one thing. If I had to pick somebody to lead me, of course you look at their moral integrity and everything like that, but not everybody is a leader. Aries is a good leader. I'm a Cancer. I'm a cardinal sign. I'm a very good leader. But as far as when it comes to like projects and tangible things, I'm very good at starting it off, but I need somebody to kind of come in, keep it on track, and just keep me on track sometimes. But Aries does not need that. They are their own personal assistant, their own personal timekeeper. I mean, you guys are going to work out, you wake up, you did something physical, you're sporty, you're going to, take care of your home, your kids, because they are Aries. A lot of Aries I know are really good parents, and this is coming from a Cancer, and I say Aries can be very good parents, caring, attentive, spending that time. A lot of times when I was growing up, my mom was a Libra, so very social. She was always, doing something, into something, social person. My dad being the Aries, he had his things he liked to do, but he would be the one at home with me a lot of times, or something like that, and that's probably why we have such a close relationship. So Aries, you guys do that, but then on top of that, you have a lot of business sense, a lot of entrepreneurial sense. You guys want to start things, you want to do things out of a need, because you're a leader and because you're a starter, but also out of a need to control. Aries, you guys have this thing where you like to control things, situations, and sometimes even people, which when you know you're a boss, or you know you have good leadership skills, good financial skills, or good, you might not always be the best at finances, but when you have good skills to really bring successful things to life, because I've had a million business ideas, but how many have I tried? You know what I mean? It's not about having the entrepreneurial ideas and things like that. You actually have to do them, and you could do 10 and 9 fail, but the one that makes you a millionaire, or makes you successful according to whatever your measure of success is, because success absolutely does not equal money for all of us. So, you know, I'm seeing that with the Knight of Swords, and that's something really powerful rushing in. So if it doesn't represent a person, Aries, Lemini. You got a Libra or Gemini that's coming at you with something, but Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So, you know, the Knight of Swords starting out the gate could be your energy. You're really rushing towards something. You're really fervent about something. You really ain't taking time to stop, look both ways. But I feel like, Aries, if you're doing that, it's because of something that has already been going on, something that was brought to you, and you're just going to finish the situation. But watch how you act. That's when I told you try to see the gray, because you may think you know something, and you may be looking at issues pretty black and white. So before you rush in like this Knight, he not really caring who he tramples over. He's just kind of going in with the intent of blood, with the intent of battle. And, you know, whoever gets stomped over, and if he was wrong, so be it. He's a Knight, and that's what they do. They fight. So, you know, Aries, just be careful. Try to see the gray, because life is absolutely not black and white. And that may be true for some of you Libras, that situation. But what I feel for a lot of Libras is more so this is being brought to you. So, I feel like, now I cannot remember last month's, as I get these out more timely, last month was the first month I got everybody done in a good amount of time. But I can't remember where you guys were at last month, Aries. It wasn't a reading that stuck out to me, and a lot of times I don't re-watch my readings. So, Aries, I feel like it's somebody else. I feel like somebody else is kind of coming at you with this communication, this hastiness, and they may even be trying to get you to be hasty, Aries. And if it's an opportunity, if it's not a person, not your energy, and if it's the energy of an opportunity, because I feel like opportunities, powerful new starts, a clear mind, which is also going to bring a clear and a strong body, are in front of Aries. You have choices. You have the world in front of you, the good and the bad. You know what I mean, Aries? So I feel like this is maybe other things coming towards you saying, hey, are you going to do this job? Are you going to take this job? Are you going to move in this direction? Are you going to shoot this movie? Are you going to do this? Are you going to be here for this? Are you coming to the kids' place? Are you doing this? Are you going to be a present woman in the marriage? You know, where are you? Are you does this represent some of my Aries ladies who can be busy? You know, and maybe that's the way to talk about Aries, to sum it up into a busy sign. You know, you guys can be pretty busy. So I feel like maybe other people are coming at you with that energy. But these are general readings. It could go, I don't know you personally, unless you contact me for a personal reading. So this really could go anyways for a number of people who listen to these videos. And like I said, you're coming to that point of the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you've been sitting dormant on some things, and now you say, now is really the time to wrap it up. So if that Knight of Swords energy was you, it's because you have been chilling, and now the veil has been lifted, the curtains have been open. So like, imagine if you're at a 7 of Cups energy and you see all these options and all these things in front of you, but it's more auspicious and it's a little tricky. 7 of Cups comes off, and you don't have any 7 of Cups, but I'm just saying it to make a comparison of what I mean by getting to the 10, the World card. Because when you look on the 7 of Cups, it's almost similar to the World card to me, because there are options, there are choices, but the thing that lies behind the 7 is illusion. The thing that lies behind the 10 is, to me, truth. It's the truth about the chapter. Hey, this is what's in front of you. The good, the bad, what do you want? And it's up to you to decide which direction and which options and which opportunities that you have set in motion for yourself, Aries, that you're going to choose. Because in the comparison I was making on the 7 of Cups, it's more auspicious. It's more like trickery. Almost you think, you see the bad options, and you know, but it's trickery. It almost makes them look good. And a 7 of Cups card almost feels like illusionment, disillusionment. Whichever card you pick, the joke's on you in the end. That's the feeling I kind of get with the Seven of Cups card. Sometimes depending on the readings, it could be just like straight up options, straight up choices, good and bad. But a lot of times I really feel that auspiciousness with the Seven of Cups card. So I'm just making a distinction. Excuse the phone in the background. Maybe somebody's calling for a reading. But so I'm just making a distinction with the World card is not as auspicious. It's saying you've closed these chapters. These are your actions. This is what you have done, which is almost like you see how every card on here is reading from some script, is reading from some book. It's almost like, to me, the feeling I'm getting in this moment is they're looking at this as like what you've done to get to this point of the world. And then that determines the options and the things that are being presented to you. But it's straight up. And if you ain't been about shit, you ain't did shit, you don't have many, the world is not there for the taking. The veil, is not quite uncovered with the truthfulness and what's really, out there in the world for you. Because when you've been here long enough, you're aware of all the things the world has to offer, the good and the bad. If you go to the bar, you get drunk, you might end up down this seed of looking for prostitutes on the corner, whatever. I'm being drastic, guys. Or on the other end of the spectrum for my church people, you go to church, you're being good, you're in the Bible. These are quote unquotes. You can have the worst sinners at church and the best people in the world in the bar. I'm talking about extremes, guys. Come on. So you could be in the church doing all the right things, and maybe those are the options, you know what I'm saying, you're getting presented. I'm just saying the energy of what's presented to you is the energy from what you gave out. And I think, Aries, you got some good options right now, because I think the energy you have given out has been really, really good. I believe you have been there for the home bases, and you also have put in your work on the job fronts. And then with the Ace of Swords coming after the world, it's telling me you choose. You make a decision in September, and it's beautiful, it's magnificent, and it has a lot of potential. If it's going to be successful or not, I don't know, Aries, because the Ace is always a start. It's never the guarantee of anything, but it's saying, it's like, it reminds me sometimes of like a divine baby, like Mary's baby, a divine pregnancy or something divine being handed to you. But it's because of your hard work, and it's because of what you've been through, and you've accepted it, and you're going to make a choice, and you're going to carry this, and that's going to start to move you into 2017. And you're just going to take your strength with you, Aries. That's all you need to get through September. And from what I really feel, the rest of your year, the rest of your 2016. Because, guys, these are September readings. We got 3 more months and then we're done. 2016, it was not a bad year. So anyway, I owe some thanks to 2016 and to all of you guys who listen to these videos. But yet I digress, because I'm not done. With the 8, you are on stable ground, Aries. Be strong. When you start to see your blessings and you start to see the ways the universe is offering you prosperity and giving you exactly what you asked for in a positive and righteous way, you're gonna always notice setbacks. Something is always gonna go wrong. Not because of the quote unquote devil, the devil's trying to get you, because that's life. There is no good without bad. There is no rain without sunshine. There is no joy without pain. To not have one is to not know what the other is. So all you need to get through September and the rest of this year is strength. Be strong, Aries. Be strong for you and the people around you. But I know Aries is going to put themselves first, do what's best, because I have seen Aries do what's best for other people. And I don't know why I just have Aries men on my mind. And I'm not saying they're perfect. And I'm not saying they can't be assholes. And I ain't saying they don't like a lot of sex and, hot to trap, horny all the time. I'm not saying you not Aries. But I'm saying like the heart of people. And I've seen some really good hearts in some Aries people. So with that said, because, these general mini tarot scopes are supposed to be about 10 minutes in Aries. We are at 20. So I just got darn right carried away on you, Aries. So what I'm going to do is I had a card fall out of the deck. Well, I'm going to give you 2 because I still want to cut and shuffle, and I feel like it's a little something more purpose. Now the teach fell out, the number 5, the teach, which is so purposeful for Aries, but I want one more because I want to cut them and pull one more oracle card. So for the teach, that's going to be all about you communicating those decisions and trying to get that understanding through for Aries, to people, Aries. And for that, I'll say a prayer. That's probably going to be maybe some of your most challenging times in September. But just being strong and letting people know, this is what, in our Aries, you're good at that. You might encounter where it hurts some people's feelings. It's not on the same path. It's not on the same wavelength. It's some people that have been in your life for a while, or maybe that you care what they actually think. But it's not up to you to tell them. That's why I said see the gray. It's not all black and white. Take your time, teach. Let people get an understanding of what Aries is doing and where Aries is coming from. And they're either going to respect it or they're not Aries. And I don't care if it's your mother, your husband, your wife, or somebody you know for 55 years. If you're doing something righteous and positive and it's for the self, you explain, you let people know. They ain't got to like it, but they do have to respect the Aries. That's all I'm going to say about the teach card. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the oracle cards for the heart. And the card that I drew is dedicated effort. It's the number 8 along with the strength. Like I said, all you're really going to need to focus on, Aries, through September is being strong in your convictions, strong in your beliefs, strong in your your self-stability system. So I'm not necessarily talking about the things that are around you. I'm talking about the things within you that make you a stable, functioning, productive, enlightened, contributable, meaning that you contribute to member of society. And that what you contribute is needed and wanted and welcomed and of a higher vibration. Because we need that. And if you're watching this, I know whatever direction on whatever it is you're working on and you're moving into is that. But we need that in this world. And keep your strength in your dedicated effort to whatever that is, Aries, that makes you feel like that inside, regardless of some pushback or some